Yep. Ladies, fellas, welcome to the Week 12 grind with DFS Rebels. It's your boy, Double D. I'm here always with my boy Twitch. First things first, smash that like button. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We have a lot to discuss, so let's get into it. I don't want to waste nobody's time, so make sure you join the rebellion. Yeah, welcome everybody. It is week 12. How you doing, Rob?
I'm doing fantastic.
Yeah, isn't it? It's flying by this year.
Too fast.
A lot of injury news, a lot of COVID news. COVID is striking again. So let's just get right into it. First game up, we got the Las Vegas Raiders and the Atlanta Falcons. The Las Vegas Raiders are a 3-point favorite. The over and under is 53 points. For the injury report, a couple of good ones, big ones, I mean. Todd Gurley recently just got ruled out. His knee is acting up, so he's out for tomorrow's game. Hayden Hurst, limited practice, very questionable. Julio Jones did not practice, questionable. Game time decision. And for the Las Vegas Raiders, two of the guys on the offensive line is out, Incognito and Trent Brown. So, so let's get into it.
So let's get into the whole Brian Hill chalk. I love him for...
Brian Hill is now the running back this week. He's taking over for Gurley, I just said.
I love him for cash games. I'm fading him on GPP. Too many people on him. He only has 4 less catches than Gurley had all season. But if you just want to know my plays, I'm a Raiders guy, and I'm so happy with that play last week against KC. I'm pissed off.
Yeah, the Raiders look good this year.
I'm pissed off they didn't get the win. But Carr's looking good, and Derek Carr is definitely one of my main QB targets this week against that trash defense of the Atlanta Falcons. And I like Henry Ruggs as a GPP. I think you finally get to see him explode a little bit and get a touchdown.
Okay, I like that call.
I love Aguilar this week, and my absolute number one target at tight end this week is Darren Waller. Absolutely love it, especially with
Love Waller this week.
Especially with Carr.
He can be chalky at the position,
but that's fine. I'll get different elsewhere. Especially with Derek Carr with an over 70% completion rate. But I am fading Jacobs because in the last 5 weeks, the Atlanta Falcons have been top 3 defense against the run. I still think Jacobs might get like a short touchdown, like a goal line touchdown. But overall, I'm fading him. And I don't want to touch any offense on the Falcons, but I'm not against it because this could be an absolute shootout with you put Ridley in, Ruggs. What do you think?
Yeah, so depending on the Julio Jones news, if he's playing, I'm playing him, and if he's not, Ridley all day. Matt Ryan didn't have a touchdown pass last week. They had gotten beat by the Saints, but with Taysom Hill's first game, but. On to this week, no Gurley. Brian Hill is going to be chalky. I don't know if I want to be on him.
You going towards Zachus a little? Zexus? He's been pretty good
He does good when Julio's out. Like I said, it's going to start with the Julio Jones news. If Julio Jones is in, I'm playing him. If he's not in, I'm playing Calvin Ridley. And Russell Gage is the other option. Can't forget about him. The tight ends, Hayden Hurst, depending if he's playing, limited practice. So we'll see if he plays. I'm not sure. This is going to be a high offensive game. I just don't know who to play. And for the Raiders, love Carr. I don't know who to pair him up with. Aguilar catches a touchdown, I feel like, every week. Ruggs needs to be more utilized more for the Raiders. They have to use his speed.
They do have to.
So
they're using Aguilar on that.
Yeah. So real quick, I don't like any defenses. This is all offense. You just pick your poison. I love both quarterbacks. Jacobs, I actually like. I know you say you didn't like Jacobs, but I do like Jacobs this week. They lean heavily on him, and I like him too.
Yeah, a little news about the Zachus. He is a shorter wide receiver, and Las Vegas does allow 16% less fantasy points to shorter receivers. So that's just a little nitpick on why I'm not gonna switch over to him.
Okay, sounds good. All right, next game up, we got the Arizona Cardinals and the New England Patriots. The Arizona Cardinals are a 2-point favorite. The over and under is 49 points. Couple big injury news. For the Arizona Cardinals, Larry Fitzgerald is out. We have COVID, right?
You did, yep.
COVID, so that's unfortunate. And Chandler Jones is out as well. For the Patriots, Rex Burkhead is out. Gilmore, limited practice, very questionable, game time decision. Julian Edelman is out as well, and N'Keal Harry, limited practice, questionable. So, I think this is a big game. 49 point is the over and under. I think there's going to be a lot of points scored in this game. What do you think?
I think so. I actually love this game.
I like a little bit of each
I think
side.
it's high scoring. Both have bad defenses on running and passing. I'm ready for this one. The one concern is we got to really pay attention to Kyler Murray with that lingering injury that he has. It should be noted that the Cardinals have been discussing about making 3 quarterbacks active just in case Murray can't go the full game. So
Interesting. That's big news.
Because normally I would be all over Murray. I would love to play him, but that's a little concerning, so I'm not going to have too much exposure to him. So with that being said, I'm all over Drake.
Sounds about right.
Even with Chase Edmonds taking so many carries as well, I still like Drake more. But I think if you're going to do multiple entries, you have to have some Chase Edmonds as well.
Yes, exactly. Especially in the big GPPs.
Yep. Even though Hopkins was a bust last week, he is always in play. He's matchup proof even against Gilmore. But my absolute favorite play with Larry Legend now is Andy Isabella, the speedster, taking over for that. He can make a lot of something out of nothing. So I'm all over the Isabella train on my GPP lineups. That is my favorite play. Are you
guaranteeing a touchdown?
Guaranteeing a touchdown. Across the field, I'm fading Bird this week. I mentioned last week Bird was in play because he was going against Hargreaves. That was last week, and I was right. But this week, fading him. Back on Jacoby Myers this week.
Okay.
As for the running game with Rex Burkhead out, James White might see a little more action. But then Sonny Michel is back. That might hurt Harris. You never know what's going to go on in that backfield. But I do love Cam Newton as well.
Yes. I like my favorite stack is Cam Newton, Jacoby Myers in this game. Yes.
Bringing a fire.
Yeah, that's my stack I'm going with this week. Damian Bird should be seeing Patrick Peterson.
Yep.
So I believe Patrick Peterson is well known and he's definitely he's going to shut him.
Way better than Hargreaves.
Yeah, so he's going to shut him down for sure. So Jacoby Myers all day. Don't know if it's going to be very popular, but with this game being a great game stack, I like that as a stack, and you bring it back with depending if Kyle Murray is healthy enough to finish the game, Hopkins has got to be the guy you bring it back with.
Well, it depends. If you think Patriots are going to lose, then you could do Cam Newton, Jacoby Myers, and just have Drake on the other side.
I think Kyle Murray is hurt, and I think the Patriots, everybody just know that, and I think they're going to pressure him and hit him a little bit in this game, and I don't know. I think it's gonna be a good game, and I think the Patriots is a sneaky team in this, and I actually might think Patriots might even win this game. Ooh. Yeah, we all know Murray's not 100%, and they need Murray to be 100%. And
your nipples are harder.
Yes, to pull that Hail Mary at his ass not too long ago with that one win. DeAndre Hopkins, they need Murray to be 100% healthy because he can't do that right now with how banged up he is.
I like it.
Yeah, so I like that on the Patriots. On the running game, Damian Harris has been doing pretty good. He's been getting like 15 carries a game, right?
Yeah.
So I like him.
He doesn't catch the ball much, but...
No, but they use him strictly for running. They do have Burkhead is out now, so we don't know if James White is going to be playing a lot more. We don't know if they're going to have, what's his name? What's the guy that's just coming back?
Sonny Michel.
Sonny Michel. So I don't know if they're going to get him involved. So yeah, that's on the Patriots side. For the Cardinals, it depends on Murray. I don't think he's healthy. I'm going to fade the Cardinals this week, but Kenyon Drake looks good. What do you think?
I think I'm going to do what you said. I'm going to do Cam Newton with Jacoby Myers, and I'm going to bring it back with Andy Isabella and Drake.
There you go.
Absolutely. But I'm going to do that in the smaller slates, not in like the big one where there's 11 games.
I got you. Next, we got the New York Giants and the Cincinnati Bengals. The New York Giants are a 6-point favorite. The over and under is 44.5 points. Injury report, the Cincinnati Bengals, Giovanni Bernard. Full practice. Looks like he's going to give it a go. So, and we both know Joe Burrow suffered a big injury last week. He's out. And Joe Mixon out for 2 more games. For the Giants, Devontae Freeman is out and Saquon Barkley is out. So, not an exciting game here.
No, but interesting.
It sucks that Joe Burrow suffered an injury like that last week. It's sad to see a guy with his talent and the future that he has to suffer such a big injury so early into his rookie season.
It's a bad injury too.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate Joe Burrow is out, but next guy in is Brendan Allen.
That's your boy. He used to be on Denver.
He used to be on Denver last week. He's a mobile quarterback, but he's not accurate. And he likes to target the tight ends too.
Yep.
That's all I know about it. I don't really know much about him.
Yeah, he passes the ball quickly. But I do know, with that being said, I don't really like Drew Sample, because Drew Sample might see some Xavier McKinney.
Yeah, McKinney is coming back this week, it looks like. I don't know how many snaps he's going to get right away his first game. He might play every down, he might not. I don't think they'll play him every down, but yeah. Drew Sample will be looking at some McKinnon.
Yeah, and Bradbury and AJ Green is going to see Bradbury. So if you want some quick passes off of Brandon Allen, I would say target Tyler Boyd, who was going up against Holmes.
Okay.
I think that would be the play here, even though I really don't like.
I like Tyler Boyd a lot then.
Yeah, I mean, I just really don't like too much on Cincinnati, because I'm super heavy on the Giants defense.
Okay.
I'm so heavy on the Giants defense.
I love the Giants. The Giants are a sneaky play this week.
Yeah, they got Logan Ryan, Xavier McKinney, Bradbury. They're solid.
Yeah, but I like plays on the offense too. I like Wayne Gallman.
Yeah. If you want to talk about Wayne Gallman, he's getting a lot of hype. He was heavy in ownership, and then he kind of lowered when more injuries were happening. People are pivoting over to Hines. I'm going to stick with Gallman. I think Gallman's almost like a free square. 5,700 on FanDuels. I forgot how much he is on DK. He's looked very, really good. What is it? I think he's handled 54 attempts and 10 targets. He's been targeted 10 times with 8 receptions since he's been the lead back, which is really good. I think he's been running hard. He's been running powerful. I think he wants to show that he is the backup to Barkley.
Okay.
That they should have never signed Freeman. So I absolutely love Gallman this week, especially against a weakened defense of Cincy.
Yeah, Cincy's defense is very weak against the run. You can run all over him.
But
because they lost DJ Reader, a big tackle from the Bengals. He's out, and then they just traded somebody to the Seahawks, Dunlap. So yeah, you can run all over this team.
Yeah, Gallman's like a free square for me.
Uh-huh.
But my favorite target. Actually, I like Daniel Jones a lot too this week.
Daniel Jones is sneaky. He can run, pass,
you
trip.
You just gotta trip. you just gotta be aware of some of those negative points he gets for fumbling and shit like that.
Yeah.
But my favorite play is Sterling Shepard. Since he's come back, he's been the lead receiver, and this week he is going up against LaShawn Sims, who has just been god awful, allowing 4 touchdowns this year. He's just terrible. I think Shepard's on a smash spot this year. What do you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna make this short and sweet for the Giants. Wayne Gallman, I like him a lot. Not sure, I want to see. I'm very curious what his ownership is gonna be tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, Gallman has been getting touchdowns lately, and they've been using him a lot. 15 to 20 carries a game. Devontae Freeman is out. They do have Alfred Morris running.
I'm not afraid of him.
I mean, I'm not afraid of him either. He might get 2 to 5 carries. I'm not. But they're looking. Gallman's been getting the carries, and you can run against this team defense. And so for the Giants, and I'm on the train. I'm on the Sterling Shepard train. Daniel Jones, I don't know. I think they're gonna run the ball out. But if anybody, I do like Sterling Shepard. He's gonna get peppered a lot of targets, and I see him having a big offensive game. This game. And then for the Bengals, I'm fading them to this week. I'm sorry, Joe Burrow. Love to see you play. I guess I'll wait until next year. But without you, the Bengals are just going to be... even that drops a value for Tyler Boyd. That drops value for all the receivers, really.
You can pivot over to Giovanni Bernard.
Yeah, I mean, if they do hold some kind of lead, Giovanni Bernard is actually a good play.
Yeah, except the Giants are 6th against the rush.
Okay.
So
Giants do have a sneaky defense.
Again, my only play on Cincy is Boyd.
Okay, I agree. Next game up, we got the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Cleveland Browns are a 7.5 point favorite. The over and under is 48.5 points. Injury news, some big ones here. Browns, Denzel Ward, Myles Garrett, and OBJ are all out in this game. Myles Garrett has COVID. Denzel Ward is out with an injury, and OBJ is out for the season. For the Jaguars, a lot of big ones. Receiver-wise, Chris Conley and DJ Shark are out. DN Josh Allen out. D.D. Westbrook is out. And Chris Thompson, running back, is out.
Yep.
This game is not very interesting in my eyes. The Jaguars are down to their 3rd-string quarterback. Mike Glennon is starting this week. Yep. So that's some news right there. They're going against the Browns, who are out a couple key players, Denzel Ward and Myles Garrett. So, I don't know. What do you think, Rob?
I would love Cleveland's defense here. I like a little less with Garrett and Ward out, but I still like them against Glennon and 2 of their receivers out. So I do like Cleveland's defense, especially that's a pivot off the chalky Saints and Dolphins. I absolutely love the running game of Cleveland. I think they're going to be in control of the whole game, so you're going to see a lot of running from both Chubb and from Hunt. Jacksonville is terrible against the run. Kareem Hunt is the more chalky of the two because he gets targeted in the red zone more. I'm leaning towards Chubb. One, because I have him.
I love Chubb this week.
I have him in a lot of season-long leagues, but I just like him. I think he's going to do fantastic this week. He's going to control the pace of the game since they're going to be up. I have no interest in Baker Mayfield. Across the only, I have a little bit of likeness for James Robinson, just because it doesn't matter if they're winning or losing. He just touches the ball a ton of times. He's had 95 touches the last 4 weeks. And Cleveland without Myles Garrett is a little weak against the run, but I'm just really completely off. I'm just all on Cleveland. The run game of Cleveland, and the defense.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite stacks. A running back with a defense is one of my favorite stacks.
This is the game for you. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet with this game. I'm fading everybody in the Jaguars. James Robinson is a great NFL player. This is not the week to play him. They're gonna be behind most likely. Browns are better than the Jaguars. Jaguars are looking for next year. They don't know who their quarterback is. Minshew might be coming back next week. We'll see. But I'm fading the Jaguars. For the Browns, play Chubb. I almost said Bradley Chubb. Play Nick Chubb. Play Kareem Hunt. Don't forget about Kareem Hunt now. Kareem Hunt, once they get a big enough lead, they're going to involve him more with the passing game. He's going to run in maybe a touchdown. Don't forget about Jarvis Landry for some quick, slants here and there. He's a good receiver. Who's the other receivers out there in Cleveland?
Higgins is that deep threat guy.
Yeah. So yeah. But like I said, I'm not really high in this game. I like what Rob said. I like the running back. Pair him up with the defense and and just keep it moving.
Yeah, just keep moving. Running in the defense.
Yeah. Bradley Chubb, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt. That's it. The Carolina Panthers versus the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings are a 3-point favorite. Their over-under is 50 points. For the injuries, Carolina, CMC, Christian McCaffrey is still out. Maybe next week, we'll find out. Dante Jackson is out as well. And for the Vikings, there's Smith, Adam Thielen is out with COVID, Daniel Hunter, and Anthony Barr are all out.
Fun.
But the over and under is 50 points. So Vegas believes that there's just going to be some
because the
points
defenses
scored
suck.
here.
Defenses both suck. Obviously everyone's just with Thielen out. Everyone's moving over to Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
I'm not going to follow that chalk because there's no proof that he could be the guy going up against the better coverage. Thielen shit the bed when Diggs was out and he had to become the guy. So I need to see something before I'm on him. So that's an easy fade for me. But you know what's not a fade? If Smith is out, I'm all over Rudolph. 100% of the way. Rudolph, guaranteed touchdown of the week.
No!
Guaranteed touchdown.
Don't do it to them. Don't do it to them.
That's it for me. And of course, I don't care how expensive Dalvin Cook is. That motherfucker is sexy. He's in my sexy stack. I'm all over Dalvin Cook. The man's a beast. I said at the beginning of the year he's going to be one of the highest fantasy scoring running backs, and lo and behold, I was right. Oh, Dalvin Cook, I'm riding him to the moon. Across the field, I actually love Bridgewater. I do love Bridgewater this week. He's been very consistent, very efficient, and I'm going to pairing him up with some Curtis Samuel. That boy has been very interesting to watch. Looks like Anderson, DJ Moore have been kind of sliding a bit, but Samuel's been up there. He is going up against Jeff Gladney, who is just awful. So,
Gladly awful.
Gladly awful. But yeah, no, so that's it. I'm all over Curtis Samuel and Bridgewater. What do you think?
For the Vikings, I'm playing Dalvin Cook. That's it. The end. Next game.
No Curtis Samuel?
Nah, I'm just kidding. All right. For the Vikings, though.
No Mike Davis?
No. I was just joking. But for the Vikings, though, I'm not gonna be on Justin Jackson. He's gonna be Justin Jefferson. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be on him. His price. He's not his price, but his ownership is gonna be too high. If he just chokes, then I'm gonna have to eat all that chalk, and we're all gonna go down in flames. So no, I'm fading that. But I am going Dalvin Cook. He cannot. underperform in this matchup. He's going to run all over the Panthers. The Panthers have one of the worst rush defenses in the league. Yep. So I'm all over Dalvin Cook. For the Panthers, because there's going to be points in this game scored, and the Panthers are going to run it back. So yeah, Bridgewater, you said you like him, huh?
Love him.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not going to be on with Rob with Bridgewater, but I love the receivers for the Panthers. Curtis Samuel has one of the best matchups this week. He's in a smash spot. Roddy Anderson is always a deep threat, depending on how healthy is Bridgewater. DJ Moore has been slacking this year. I don't know what's wrong. I guess he
had a few good games. And
I don't know. It's just I feel like lately he hasn't been doing much, so I don't know. I mean, maybe he's gonna be the lowest owned guy, and you just pivot to him. So, but yeah, and then Mike Davis, he's had a couple smash spots lately, and hasn't been doing much.
The thing with DJ Moore, he's going up against Densler, who's is like one of the worst defenders on that team. He has like 139 passer rating. It's like awful. Mm-hmm. So DJ Moore might be into some good times this week. Okay, so that good stat right there, Rob. So yeah, if you heard that, that's plug him in. I think that's a good call. So yeah, for this game, it's going to be a good game, and that's my plays right there. Next game up, we got the Tennessee Titans versus the Indianapolis Colts. The Indianapolis Colts are a 3-point favorite. The over/under is 51.5 points. For the injuries, a lot of injuries here. Jonathan Taylor, DeForest Buckner, and Paris Campbell all out for the Colts. Zach Pascal and Phillip Rivers limited practice, both questionable. For the Tennessee Titans, Adam Humphries, Adoree Jackson, Clowney, and Jaylen Brown are all out for Tennessee Titans. Uh-huh. So this is a big game, though. This is a division game. I believe it's for first place. This is going to be a good game to watch. Absolutely. Yes. So just starting off, looking over at Tennessee first. What I got to say is A.J. Brown is going to see Xavier Rhodes, who has been playing excellent this year.
That is surprising. Xavier Rhodes is getting old, isn't it?
He has a 47.9% catch rate. So you can pivot off of A.J. Brown to Corey Davis, who is going to see Rock Your Sin, who has a 69.8% catch rate. So he does have a much better matchup. And considering he's like the wide receiver number 2 on that team, he has 549 yards in 8 games. He's just been a stud all around.
Yes.
And he's cheaper, so I think he's just a better player.
Big body receivers, though. These guys are big body receivers. It's going to be hard sometimes.
I just think Corey Davis is a better play this week than A.J. Brown.
The price, he's cheaper.
Yep. Also, I do like Juno Smith. Juno Smith is second in red zone targets. He's second to Darren Waller. So he is also a solid play. Not somebody I'm really on, but he's a solid play for sure. You got to know that DeForest Buckner is out, so you can run on this team. And since Nyheim Hines is the starter and he torched this team when they played last time, he has a good opportunity to torch him again. And I see a lot of ownership going towards the Hines area. I'm staying off it just because of the ownership. He torched him once, doesn't mean he's going to torch him again.
Is it Jacoby Brissett season yet?
I don't know. Phillip Rivers is practicing, right?
Yeah, he's practicing. I mean, he's questionable. He looks banged up. I don't know.
Then you got to look at the tight ends over there. Both Jack Doyle and Mo Alley Cox both have a 50%.
I'm fading all these guys.
They have a 50% snap percentage. I don't know. I'm fading them all.
Fade the noise.
Pittman has looked awesome. I know you love Pittman.
I do. Michael Pittman, my boy. He's been coming out of. He's been doing well. I'm a little worried that Phillip Rivers is still. He's looking. He looked like he was banged up after that game. He was limping around towards the end of that last week. I'm a little worried on that side. But if Jacoby Brissett, is his name Jacoby Brissett?
Yep.
That's his name. Yeah. If he comes in, I think it'll be a better situation for him. But yes, I'm very high on Michael Pittman. He's looking good as a rookie. And you put me on him. You're the one that told me about him. You know.
Who else do you like?
All right, so for this game, for the Titans, I guess you gotta go Derrick Henry if he's gonna get 25.
Oh, yeah, I don't know how I forgot him.
I mean, yeah. If you want to talk about him real quick, talk about him.
He had over 100 yards against the Colts last week, and if a lot of people are going to fade him since the Colts defense is so good, I would love to be on him with lower ownership. He's a perfect pivot from Dalvin Cook.
Okay,
absolutely perfect.
Yeah, I like him. I think this is a division game. They both need to win this game, so it's gonna be competitive. They're gonna run what they do best in, and that's ride the Derrick Henry train. So they're gonna hopefully count on Derrick Henry to win him this game. For the passing, yes, I think Corey Davis is the good pivot off of AJ Brown. I'm not really scared of
Naheem Hines or
no. What was the cornerback for the Vikings?
Which one? Yeah,
Xavier Rhodes. I'm not really scared of him because AJ Brown's a big guy, man.
Yeah.
Try to guard that guy. It's going to be impossible.
He's also special.
Yeah, so I'm not really afraid of that matchup. So I don't mind starting AJ Brown or Corey Davis. But yeah, so and on the Colts, man, I don't know. It's Hines is just going to be way too high owned. And I'm fading that.
He's great for he's great for cash games.
Yeah, and I do like Michael Pittman Jr., but I don't trust him this week, so I'm not going to be really high on him. And I'm not really high on the Colts at all this week. So I'm fading the Colts this week.
Got it.
Next game up, we got the Denver Broncos versus the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints are a 6.5 point favorite, and a 42.5 is the over and under. And the injury report, the Saints, Terrion Armstead, big one, out. He's one of the offensive tackles, and then Drew Brees is out. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of injuries and COVID news with the Denver Broncos, and a lot of it is just recent. So we're bringing you the recent news right now. So, Rob, help me out, man. There's a lot to go.
I'm going to take over because it pains Dave to talk about.
Yes, and we all know by now, this is my favorite team. I'm a little pissed.
All right, so let's look at this. Let's look at Drew Lock, Ripien, and Driscoll all on the COVID list.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Tower Boy or somebody is your quarterback tomorrow.
Yeah. That's crazy. Oliver, they should have moved the game. They really should have.
Jerry Jeudy didn't practice, but he's good to go, I believe. Who else that we don't like? You have so many people hurt. Jake Butt, the new tight end, Okamokamong, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Albert.
Yeah, Joe Jones. Von Miller's still out.
Yeah. Cortland Sutton's
still out. But the quarterback thing is the big deal.
Yeah.
That is huge. I think they originally were talking about Royce Freeman, but now they're talking about Hinton coming up from the practice squad. I'm sorry, but that's a 100% lock on the Saints defense.
I'm very confused. I don't know who that is.
100. He's from Wake Forest. 100% Saints defense locked.
Yeah, no, it's looking like a Saint. It looks like the Saints is a valid defense to play this week.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Well, let me just.
It's unfortunate because even if Drew Lock came in, and I know we're not sold on Drew Lock, and I'm not saying I'm sold on him. I think it would have been a competitive game, but now with all this recent news with the COVID and us not having a quarterback this week,
the only thing you can do on the Denver side is you can play Melvin Gordon or Lindsey.
Phillip Lindsay.
That's the only thing you have. That you can't trust this guy who's been a wide receiver on the practice squad.
Maybe we're gonna sign Tim Tebow somewhere.
But okay. So let's talk about a real team, the Saints. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, fade the Broncos this week, fellas. I really don't know what's gonna happen, but Melvin Gordon and Phillip Lindsay are only really valuable.
I'll have Shaz and them GPP.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So Taysom Hill on his center, he looked good. He had 2 rushing touchdowns. Don't count on that again. But he could have another one for sure. I mean, another 2.
Mm-hmm.
Alvin Kamara seriously got hurt by that.
Yeah.
Taysom Hill did tweet out that he said, "We have Michael Thomas, so if I'm in trouble, I know who to throw it to." He said something like that in his Twitter, and for sure
that's good to know.
And for sure he meant it because Michael Thomas was the only one who didn't suffer with Hill under center. He was targeted 12 times. So with that, I absolutely love Michael Thomas. That's going to be his safety blanket. So I do like Taysom Hill. I do like Michael Thomas because AJ Boye has been horrible this year with a 74.1 catch rate. I'd much rather go over to. I love that, but you could also go over to Emilio Sanders in the revenge game, going against Bryce Callahan, who's also not that good. Yeah, maybe they'll get Kamara a little more involved, or they're going to keep letting Taysom Hill run the ball. But either way,
it's beginning interesting to see. It's gonna. I don't know. It's gonna see how. I want to see how the Denver Broncos react to the.
they're not going to react
Taysom
anyway
Hill.
because it's 100% Saints defense, highest chalk defense of the slate. They put up like 25 points. I love Sanders, I love Thomas, and I love Taysom Hill.
All right. Well, here you go. That's Rob right there.
Yeah. You have anything or nope?
I mean,
You just agreeing.
I agree with what you say. I mean, I'm fading my beloved Broncos.
Yeah.
Philip Lindsay, Melvin Gordon are my only guys I would ever if I would decide to use tomorrow. But for the Saints, Taysom Hill, I don't know. We'll see what I want to see him. This is the game I want to see what he does.
Yeah, you're going to see him probably run 5 touchdowns on himself against your team.
5 touchdowns is a little a little much. Maybe 2, possibly 3. But no, he's gonna have a big game tomorrow.
Yeah.
Michael Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders revenge game, but I'm not gonna be high on him because of Bryce Callahan.
Yep.
One of the better cornerbacks in the league, allowing one of the better least percentage against the pass. I'm not on him. Michael Thomas, Kamara, Taysom Hill, lock him in.
Saints D.
Up next, we got the LA Chargers versus the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are a 3-point favorite. The over and under is 52 points. This is going to be a banger game right here.
This is my absolute favorite game on the slate.
Yep. So injuries to note about: Matt Milano and John Brown are going to be out for the Bills. For the LA Chargers, Melvin Ingram, Casey Hayward, Justin Jackson, Mike Pouncey, Darwin James are all out. And Austin Eckler is making a return this week.
And so is Chris Harris.
And Chris Harris, yes. My boy, my friend from last year.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about it. Let's talk.
Let's talk.
Right now, I'm going to bring you to fire right off the bat.
Will you bring me fire?
I'm bringing you to fire.
Give me some fire.
This is the fucking stuff that's going to
melt.
That's going to melt your nut hair. Right? I'm in my GPP. I'm going to have a good amount of exposure to Gabriel Davis with John Brown out. Give me it.
Okay. Tell us why.
He's good. He's a good rookie. He's a good rookie. He's a good receiver. He's done very well with John Brown there. He's done really well when John Brown was out. So I guarantee a touchdown with him. He is going to be in a lot of my GPP lines. Absolutely.
Really?
Diggs is also one of my favorite plays, even though he's going to maybe see Chris Harris. I just think at Chris Harris's age, he's not going to be able to keep up with Diggs. Diggs is one of the best route runners in the entire NFL. It might cause a little problems, but we'll see. It's a little up in the air.
Okay.
Cole Beasley has been phenomenal, huh?
He's been playing really good.
He's been terrific. So if you want to look at Diggs, Cole Beasley, and Gabriel Davis, every one of them is in play. Every single one of them.
Okay.
I'm predicting a touchdown from all 3. No, I'm not even kidding. I am. Because I am all over Josh Allen. He is one of my favorite targets this week. He's under 10% owned. That is fantastic for because you got across the field, you got Herbert over like 15% owned.
Okay.
So it's Josh Allen for me.
I see where you're going.
We have Zach Moss. He's surpassing Singletary in both pricing of these DK and FanDuels, and he's also just surpassing him in touching the ball. Zach Moss is in play.
Okay. I like Zach Moss as well.
Yep. And then across the field, if we look a little bit at Justin Herbert, who's just been came out of nowhere and been like the talk of the league.
Mm-hmm.
He's like just under Patrick Mahomes in air yards. It's crazy. Austin Eckler's back, and he's a full go. There's no question mark next to him. They held him out an extra week just to make sure he's good.
Mm-hmm.
Very excited to see him back.
That helps Herbert.
That helps Herbert. Back PPR leagues, DK Eckler's definitely in play.
Mm-hmm. Good old DK.
Keenan Allen and Herbert's just been unstoppable. It's insane how good they are together. He's had like 30% of the targets. So that's one of probably the most popular stack this week is Herbert and Allen. What do you think?
So yeah, it's going to be a high scoring affair. Chargers, Bills, definitely. Austin Eckler back is going to help Justin Herbert even more if that's even possible because he's been doing without him. But with the run, if they can establish a run, that's going to even help him with the play action pass. Mm-hmm. So I like Justin Herbert. I like Keenan Allen. I like Austin Eckler. Hunter Henry, I like him too. I think the Bills give up decently amount of points to tight ends this year. So the Bills' defense hasn't been as good as I thought they're going to be this year. They're giving up a lot of points. They're getting a lot of yards.
Hunter Henry's been very touchdown and bust though.
Yeah. But for GPPs, Hunter Henry is a good play. For the Bills, all over Josh Allen, all over Diggs, all over.
Gabriel Davis, get on the train.
I don't know if I'm all over Gabriel Davis, but Zach Moss, I was going to go with. Zach Moss, if they can get close to the goal line, within 5 yards of the goal line, they're going to either run the ball, and I think they're going to go Zach Moss. If not, Josh Allen. Josh Allen all day in this game.
He's actually my favorite.
Yeah,
my absolute favorite
and then Stephon Diggs, and that's it. That's all I'm really worried about.
You got to get on this Gabriel Davis train.
I mean,
I'm going to win money tomorrow.
All right, well, I'll have some shares, but not much.
Next game up. Let's go.
Let's get it. The San Francisco 49ers versus the LA Rams. The Rams are a 7-point favorite. The over and under is 44.5 points. Injuries, LA Rams. Mika Kaiser, Tyler Higbee, and Andrew Whitworth are all out. For the 49ers, Brandon Ayuk, Telvin Coleman, and Jordan Reed. Brandon Ayuk and Telvin Coleman are out, and Jordan Reed did not practice, questionable.
All right.
I'm not high in this game, actually.
I'm not too high on it.
I think the 49ers defense is playing very well. They got back. There's a lot of guys coming back, actually.
Well, let me just talk about the Rams defense looking solid, huh? Like really
yes, very,
solid.
very, very good.
Which puts me off of Nick Mullins completely, especially when he doesn't have Brandon Ayuk. Even though he is getting Deebo Samuel back, he's getting Raheem Mostert back. He's getting who else getting back? He's getting Jeff Wilson. He has Richard Sherman there on defense. He's getting a lot of guys back.
Yes. And that's gonna help. That's definitely gonna help.
So I do like Deebo Samuel, but who's Deebo Samuel gonna see in this?
Jalen Ramsey.
Yes. So that's a little.
That's a little
rough. So I think if you're gonna go anybody, I like Kendrick Bourne as a GPP play.
Okay. That is correct.
He has a better matchup.
I don't like that, but hey, you're not supposed to like GPP plays.
He's solid without Brandon Ayuk. He's the next up behind Deebo. So I do like that. Like I know you like your boy Richie James. He had that explosion game in 1 week. I'm all over Raheem Mostert. He's one of my favorite running backs. I'm so glad he's back.
Really?
Hopefully he can stay healthy.
Yeah, what a guy. He needs to learn how to stay on the field.
One of the fastest people in the game. Going across the field, could you believe Jared Goff going ballistic last week? My God, what a game.
Yeah.
So that means one of two things. That means he's either going to have a good game or he's going to completely shut the bed after that explosion.
Yeah, we'll see.
He's going to gain a lot of ownership. Cooper Kupp, what a game. I'm back on him because he actually has a better matchup than Robert Woods. He's going up against Jamal Taylor, while Woods is going up against Jason Verrett. So I do like Cooper Kupp this week. I'm not just chasing the points. I'm staying away from that frustrating backfield of Cam Akers, Darrell Henderson, Malcolm Brown.
Me too. Yeah, me too. I'm just gonna tell you right now. I'm not talking about the running backs for the LA Rams. I'm fading all of them.
I do like Josh Reynolds though.
Josh Reynolds is good.
He leads the team in end zone targets.
That's big.
Yep.
That is big.
What do you like?
All right, so yes, this game I'm not liking so much. 49ers Rams. I'm not saying it's not gonna be a good game because I think the Niners sneakily has been competitive this year. They've been hit the hardest with the injuries, and they've been competitive all season. And in this game, the Rams is just a sneaky team to I don't know, to grasp. I don't know. The one week they do well, the next week they lose. I don't know, but who am I going to target in this game? The Rams, I guess. Jared Goff did look good last week. Can he repeat? Yes, he's pretty good, but I'm not saying he's all that and all. But I'll have some shares of Jared Goff, Cooper Kupp. You said Jalen Ramsey. That doesn't affect that.
No.
Never mind. That's for the 49ers. So yeah, Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods.
Woods has a harder matchup than Cooper Kupp. I like Reynolds over Woods this week.
Yeah. So you like Reynolds?
Reynolds over Woods.
Yeah, all right. So I think I'm going to be with you on that. Me and Rob like to be different. So yeah, I like Josh Reynolds. I'm staying away from the Higbee is questionable. So the other guy Everett, I'm gonna fade the tight ends. I think for the Rams. I'm gonna fade the running backs.
If Higbee's out, I actually like Everett a lot.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said before, I'm not touching the running backs. I really just like Jared Goff and. I don't know. You just throw a dart at one of the receivers. But for the 49ers, it's tough, man.
It's tough to use Mullins going up against the second best team against passing.
Yeah, I'm fading Mullins. Raheem Mostert, love him. Love the guy for this game, though. I'm going to fade him. I want to see what he does this game. Don't know how many snaps he's going to get.
Rams off 5th against the rush.
Okay, so we'll see. Yeah, for the 49ers, Deebo Samuel will be going against Jalen Ramsey. I'm sorry, I mentioned it. So he got the Jalen Ramsey. So I don't know. Kendrick Bourne, these other guys on the 49ers, I just don't like that much.
I mean, I like Kendrick Bourne. I think you like Richie James.
Richie James, bitch.
That's your GPP play?
Yeah, no, I'm not really high on him, but I in this game, I think he's gonna get some snaps. So yeah, he can throw some darts. I'm not sold on him. I know he had a great game that one game. That was because everybody was out, but we got Deebo Samuel coming back.
Yeah.
We got Brandon Ayuk still, right? Or
No, he's out.
Oh, he's out? I'm sorry.
That's why I like Bourne.
Yeah, all right. So Kendrick Bourne. So, I mean, I guess you'll have some shares with him. I'm not me. I'm not really high in this game at all. Not really. Next game up, the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins is a 7-point favorite. The over-under is 44.5 points. A couple injuries to note about the Jets. LaMichael Pirine is out. For the Dolphins, Tua, limited practice, questionable, little thumb injury. Shaquem Grant, a limited practice, questionable. Myles Gaskins is out, and that's about it. So,
just like every week, fade the Jets.
Yes.
It's Frank Gore season.
Sam Darnold is back, right?
Yes.
Sam Darnold is back. I mean, that doesn't mean much, but Sam Darnold is back.
Well, here's the thing: you have Byron Jones and Xavier Howard that are going to be on Perryman and Mims. You have Nick Needham going against Crowder, so that means it's Crowder.
That's who you target right there.
So that's Crowder season. Okay.
Yeah, so Crowder is the target for the Jets. That's it.
Okay, we're done with the Jets. Let's talk about a real team.
Yes. Well, I mean, the Dolphins lost to my Broncos. We beat the
Dolphins have the highest. They were the highest owned defense going in before the Saints took over after all the news. You know the Dolphins want to beat up Adam Gase. And we got Fish Magic back, baby.
He's back, baby.
Fish Magic back. You know Devontae Parker wants to fucking get 3 touchdowns on his Jets team. You know that. I see it happening.
Most likely. And I see it happening. He might be one of my guys. I think Devontae Parker is probably my guaranteed touchdown of the day.
Yeah,
Devontae Parker is my guaranteed touchdown.
I actually am going to have some shares of Ryan Fitzpatrick. Absolutely. Against the Jets, of course. The thing is...
You talked me into it, Rob. Devontae Parker, guaranteed touchdown.
The thing is, if the Jets were just going to get blown out, then I'm not going to be on Fitzpatrick. But they've been putting up a little bit of fight. So,
Fitzpatrick wants to play. I think deep down inside, he did not want to get benched.
He said he didn't want to get benched.
No, he did not get benched. So he's going to come out and he's
going to
done. And he played for the Jets, so it's not a revenge game. But deep down inside, he wants to put it in their buttholes.
He does, absolutely.
Yes.
And Parker wants to shut.
Yeah, and Devontae Parker's going to be. He might even have 2 touchdowns. Yeah, no, for real.
He might have 3.
Yeah, I'm not really because the running game for me. What's the running game for the Dolphins? Well, real quick, look at Matt Breida.
It's Breida. Breida might be a good play as well.
Okay, Matt Breida.
So here's the things we got to recognize. The Jets defense. The Jets defense is 30th against the pass. They're 31st and 11th. They allow over 30 points a game. And in their offense, they are dead last in passing the ball.
Yes.
So, like I said, it's just the Dolphins' defense. Fitzpatrick and Parker. That's it. If you want any offense from the Jets, it's Crowder. Simple.
Last but not least, we got the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is the banger. This is the big papas this tomorrow. Chiefs are a 3-point favorite. The over and under is 56.5 points. Injuries. Vita Vea out for the Buccaneers and Mitchell Schwartz out for the Kansas City Chiefs.
All right.
Not many injuries, so let's see. This is the best game of the game of the day tomorrow.
Besides for the Buffalo game, this is my second favorite game on the slate. I'm gonna have a lot of Mahomes tomorrow. Oh my God, am I gonna have a lot of Mahomes? I'm gonna have so much Tyreek Hill and so much Kelsey. Oh my God, I love this game. When I'm playing Mahomes, I'm going to pair him up with Hill, Kelsey. I actually really like Watkins tomorrow too. He's back.
Yeah.
He was solid at the beginning of the year. But on the other side, I can easily play Tom Brady just naked by himself. I don't need to pair him up. He's fantastic by himself. But I think I'm going to go with the side of the Chiefs on this.
Okay.
And run it back with them. I really like the run game on Tampa Bay against the Chiefs because you got to run on the Chiefs. You got to keep Mahomes off the field. So Ronald Jones and Fournette, both in play. More people are going to be on Ronald Jones. I like Fournette because he's cheaper. Yes, he dropped a lot of passes, but this could be a little bounce back game for him. I really like Gronk this game. Neither defense is in this for me because it's such a high scoring game. You can't fade this game.
No.
You cannot. What do you think?
Yeah, no, Mahomes, Tyreek Hill all day. I don't know if the ownerships they're probably going to most likely be high. But depending on what site you're on, FanDuel, DK, the prices vary.
I can post all the ownerships later if you guys ask me.
Yeah, but this is a game you need parts of. You can't fade it. The part that's hard to put a eye on is the Buccaneers side. Is just what Tom Brady is going to show up. Is it the rattled one? Is it the GOAT? Which one is going to show up tomorrow? The Kansas City Chiefs do have a good defense. I'm not going to lie. So it could be a scary. A lot of people think it could be a high shootout, but it just could come out of nowhere and be a defensive game because Tampa Bay defense and Kansas City defense are good defenses. So
I don't think there's a defense that can slow Mahomes down.
No. But then the Raiders, look what the Raiders did. I mean, the Raiders defense didn't really slow them down, but
no, there's a pretty high scoring game as well.
Yeah,
you just can't slow them down.
You got to score points with them. You got to keep up with them. But yeah, this is game of the week. I like everybody. I mean, Antonio Brown, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Ronald Jones, Tom Brady.
This is a hard one because everyone's
Rob Gronkowski. It's just
I know
pick one.
I know we're supposed to be telling you like what plays are better, but every play is good. Every fucking play is good in this one. Just get what you like in here, stack it, and just fucking just win. Yeah. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to say about this game.
Yep, and then Tyreek Hill, Mahomes, Sammy Watkins, Kelsey.
Mahomes is my favorite to pivot off of Kyle Murray.
Demarcus Robinson, McCall Hardman. I don't know, man. So it's just choose your poison, man. Choose your poison.
Absolutely. That about does it for today. You guys can hit us up. We'll be making lineups all night. I feel really good about tomorrow. I love it. Just remember, you guys, getting those. Don't chase the big money. Throw some lines in there. Get into those things with in FanDuels. You got to get those tournaments where there's 10,000 people, 8,000 people. Really concentrate on the cash games on FanDuels. On DK, look for those 3 max entries. I love those 3 max entries. The single max entry.
20 max.
20 max. 20 max is good. I like 20 max. The single game entries are really fun. Yes. I like the 3 game max. My favorite. But anyway,
those are better.
Yeah. But anyway. Sorry about that. Call my throat. Guys, can you do me a favor? Please subscribe. Please like. Please smash all the likes, the subscribe buttons, the share button. Share with your friends. Tell all the children about it. Go to playgrounds and pass out our cards if you want to. Listen, we're taking over, and it's time for you to join the rebellion.
Yes, sir.